Why you always quit right before it gets real. You don't quit because it's too hard. You quit because it's finally working, and that scares the hell out of you. Every time things start to get real, you bail. The workout starts showing results. You fall off for a few weeks. Your side hustle starts gaining traction. You take a break because you're burnt out. You're not burnt out. You're scared. Scared of the responsibility that comes with success. Scared of proving you actually could do it, because then you'd lose your favorite excuse. I just didn't get the chance. You don't fail because you can't do it. You fail because you stop right before the breakthrough. That's why your life feels like déjà vu. You keep replaying the same half-finished story over and over. The first stage of anything is easy to start. It's exciting. It's fresh. But then you hit the wall. That's where most people turn around. The wall is where it stops being fun and starts requiring discipline. It's where the excuses start sounding reasonable. It's where your brain says, you can slow down. You've done enough. That's the moment that decides everything. Because the wall isn't there to stop you. It's there to filter out the weak. If you quit at the wall, you train yourself to fear progress. Your brain starts thinking, every time we get close to something big, we stop. And that's why you can't stay consistent. You've programmed quitting into your identity. The next time you feel like quitting, that's your signal you're close. That pressure, that doubt, that discomfort, it's the cost of entry. Push one more week, one more rep, one more pitch. Prove to yourself you can keep going when it's no longer exciting. Because that's the point where everyone else drops off, and where the winners are made. Your problem isn't starting. It's staying. Anyone can get hyped for day one. But it's the days when no one's watching, no one's cheering, and no one's clapping. Those are the days that make you unstoppable or forgettable. So stop quitting right before it gets real. Stop running when it stops feeling easy. Because the next time you feel like you've hit the wall, that's not the end. That's the door. And you've been walking away from it your whole life. If you want, I can now give you a viral thumbnail text plus description plus hashtags package to make this video instantly click-worthy on YouTube. You don't quit because it's too hard. You quit because it's finally working, and that scares the hell out of you. Be honest. How many times have you been this close to a breakthrough and walked away? The gym was finally paying off. You were starting to see definition, and then you took a week off that turned into 6 months. Your business started picking up. People were noticing. And then you told yourself you needed a mental health break. But what you really needed was to push through the discomfort of leveling up. You love the chase, but you fear the arrival. Because arrival means change. Arrival means more responsibility. And deep down, you've built your identity around being almost there. So you can always say, I could have made it if I really tried. You're addicted to starting over. Why? Because starting over feels safe. It's clean. It's exciting. There's no pressure. The real pressure comes when the dream starts becoming reality. And that's when you run. Everything in life has a wall. In fitness, it's the week you stop making newbie gains. In business, it's the month the novelty wears off and it's just grind. In relationships, it's when the honeymoon phase fades and real work begins. The wall is where the game changes. It's where you stop getting easy wins and start earning hard ones. Most people turn around there. They don't fail. They just stop showing up. And here's the part no one tells you. The wall isn't there to block you. It's there to test you. It's life's way of saying, let's see if you're serious. When you quit at the wall, you're not just losing the goal you were chasing. You're losing trust in yourself. And that's the real killer. Because the next time you start something, your brain will whisper, we both know you won't finish this. That's why it gets harder and harder to believe in yourself the older you get. Not because you can't do it, but because you've taught yourself not to. The moment you want to quit is not the signal to stop. It's the signal that the work you're doing is finally starting to matter. When it gets boring, when it gets hard, when it stops feeling exciting, that's the price of admission for real results. Winners don't feel less resistance, they just stop running from it. Anyone can be motivated for a week. Anyone can look good when it's new and fun. But the people you look up to, the ones you call lucky. They stayed when everyone else left. They pushed one more set, made one more call, wrote one more page, when there was no applause, when there was no hype, when no one cared but them. So here's the truth. If you keep quitting right before it gets real, you will live your entire life at 80% of your potential. The next time you hit the wall, don't walk away. Break through it. Because what's waiting on the other side isn't just the goal. It's the version of you who finally stopped running.